Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here working on a fun project, so I wanted to share. This is a little project. Well, I actually had put this little book, let me show you. I had reserved this little book from my Thrifty Thursday a few weeks ago. This is what's left of it. And what I brought home from the thrift store was just these pages. It did not have a cover. And it was here's the title from the title page, My Prayers. It was a copyright of 1959. Cute, really beautiful pictures, but it didn't have a cover. And of course, no one wanted it. So I brought it home and put it over after I showed it to you in my video for future ephemera making. And then I saw Tina's video. So that was even more motivation for me to go ahead and, do this, because that's exactly what I had reserved it for, to make ephemera out of children's book pages. So here's a few I'm working on right here. Let me put this to the side. What I'm using is, for my base, is I pulled all of this out of my scrap bin, which I have right here beside me. But yeah, all this little like pastel, I thought this might go well with these children's book pages. They have kind of a springy look to them, and kind of a gardeny type look. So these are all just pastel type colors of cardstock. I have what's left. I've already used part of it here. I'll show you in just a second, but some vintage coffee dyed music page. And then I have some other bits here, which we'll work through as we go through the project. But here's one I made because this was a little bit wider. My thought was maybe this can be a pocket. And so I made it, I put buttons on here thinking I would eventually glue down the three sides here, two sides and a bottom, and make this into a pocket. So this little girl, and she's feeding the birds here. I added a little bird there and a little strip of decoration here. All these three paper pieces are from this little book that I just showed you. So, and then I added the little button. So that one's really simple. I didn't add the music background because she has a little yellow dress on and this is yellow and it just went so well together. I wanted to see more of that yellow background. So I left that one like that. I'm going to keep everything to the side and then we'll, review it again. Hopefully we'll have time to review it again at the end. This one I did next, and this little girl was there in the book, and this piece right here. And this I tore, let's see, I tore the girl too. Some of them I fussy cut with scissors. Most of them I tore out. So and I distressed the little girl over there. I did not distress because she was, on the yellow background. But these I distressed since I used music on this one. I wanted it to stand out a little bit, so I did distress around the edges, and you can probably see that. Out of the buttons, I pulled this little button right here out of my vintage button jar, and I already had a little piece of like a scrap thread on there. And I was like, well, that looks pretty cute. And I just by coincidence, I didn't even really realize I was just going for green. And I didn't even realize how well this little button matches with the back. So I'm calling that one a journaling card. You could round the corners if you wanted to. I'm not going to because I actually put the button on here before I rounded the corners and realized I couldn't get my corner rounder on there. At least the one I have out. I could try some others, but right now I'm just leaving it like that. I think it looks super cute. So she almost looks like Raggedy Ann there, doesn't she? Really, really cute little tag. So that one's a journaling card. The first one was a pocket. So I was like, I want to make a tag. So there was a little bunny in here. So I got the bunny out and put him on music. And this is a pink cardstock. And I made my own little reinforcement there. Put the bunny on there. And so I think the reinforcement is dry now. So I'm going to add a little topper here. And I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I got some of my vintage sheets out here that you've seen me using lately, which, hope you don't mind, but I love it. So I was going to cut it kind of a thin, not cut, but use a thin strip as if it were a piece of ribbon. So see how it's like, what is that, less than half an inch, maybe a little bit bigger than 1/4 of an inch. But yeah, I'm just going to tear that real quick. So if you don't like tearing, close your ears. But yeah, I'm going to tear this off. So I've got a piece of, I'm calling it fabric ribbon when I do this. So I think I have some in my shop still too. Some already torn. I think I have some yellow in there. I had some muslin in there, but that sold like crazy. People love the strips of muslin. I had no idea really when I put it in my shop if it would even sell. It like boom boom was out the door. So, but I don't have any more. Well, I think I have more muslin, but I kind of need some for myself, so I didn't put any more in there. Anyway, so here's my ribbon that I thought might look pretty on these tags because it has the pink and the blue and the yellow, which matches these colors in these pages. Just trying to get all my little strings off here, and it's a little bit too long, so I'm gonna cut it down in a second. What I want to do is, which I always forget to do. I just kind of do a little, loopy kind of topper usually, but I always forget you can just tie a bow, and that's what Tina did on her video for this little project. So I said, let me tie a bow because that looks super cute. So what the key is though, to leave enough, and she left hers long too until she got the right length for her. Let's see, how does she do that? I think this is probably long enough. I just don't want to cut it yet in case I have to undo it and tie it again if it's not long enough to make a bow. So she just tied a little knot up here, I guess is what she did. I mean, it's not hard. I usually don't do this, and I usually forget that I can tie a bow instead of just leaving the strings, So she tied a little knot and then tied a bow. So let's see if I can tie a bow here. See, it might not. Let me see if it's long enough. I like to turn my fabric around so the front is facing out when I do a bow, so that when you push this through, you see the front of the fabric and not the inside or the back. Okay, so is that enough fabric? You don't want it to hang down too much. I think it's going to be like perfect, really. Yeah, I think that's going to be perfect. So hang down a little bit here, but not too much so it doesn't cover up our bunny or anything. So let me cut this off so I can figure out what's going on with this piece. Let me just make a little angle cut. Let's see, how do I want to do that? Like this on this side. I'll make a little angle over here. Let's see. Let's see, this one's going up toward the middle, yeah. So we want to angle down to the outside and up to the inside. Looks like what I'm doing. Okay, so then we just kind of work with our little bow there, get it all straightened out, and it's super cute. Don't pull it too tight so you don't want to tear your base there. I have done that many a time, so you can put an eyelet in there if you want, so you have a stronger little hole. But I put the reinforcer on there, so I mean I still could put an eyelet in there, but I'm not going to. So anyway, you can write on the back of that, and there we go. I could still put it. I wanted to put the little bow on to see if I had room for a button. So let me grab a tissue. Got a little bit of allergy going on tonight. Okay, so we could put a button right here maybe. Let's see. Pink would be nice. Let's see if I have, oh, here's a little tiny pink one right here. Got a few buttons I poured out of my little button, my little vintage button jar. That would look cute. This one. I want to leave it flat on the bottom. Tina put buttons maybe like one here and one here, but I want to leave it flat on the bottom, so I'm gonna kind of stay away from buttons on the bottom if I can. I did put buttons on the bottom of the little girl here. See, I put one there, but I figured she's going to be a pocket, so that was all right to have a button down there. So let me see which one is, what do I want on top here? This is one side and this is the other side. Let me see if one side is flatter than the other or what. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to put the flatter side on top of this button and glue down the other side. So a little dot of glue here, trying just to get a tiny bit so it doesn't ooze out the sides. And you can't hopefully see the glue there as far as coming out from the sides or anything. Well, you can a little bit. Let me see, I have a little, I don't have it out here anymore. Let me grab a little baby wipe here in case I need it to clean up glue and things like that. I have this handy during our little project here. Excuse a little crinkle there. I'll keep that right under my table. I've got a little shelf down there. Okay, let me see if I can wipe that glue off so I don't have shiny glue as much as possible. I think I got it. Okay. We're going to keep that handy so we can wipe off glue, more glue if we need to. But I'm going to call this one done. Sorry if I'm getting my head in the way. I'm kind of looking at my little bunny, but I like that little bow, you know, on top instead of the strings coming out. I mean, I like both ways, of course, but I had, you know, I don't know why I don't remember to do a bow up there. But that is cute. I love it. Thank you, Tina, for this little project and this little series. I'm loving it. So I pulled out some more bases here. This is a recipe card. This is 3 little blank tags that I received in my last In Love Arts. Was it In Love Arts? No, Your Creative Studio box. These 2 are the same shape, aren't they? Yeah, and this one's a different shape. So those are just blank for me to decorate. This is I received in Happy Mail. Super cute. This is a little, oh, I received this paper bag in Happy Mail too. I love it. And this, I thought I might be able to decorate all 3 of those with these children's book pages. Here is what I cut out. So let's see what we want to decorate next. I think I kind of want to, I might do a second video where we work on these, decorating all of these with children's book pages. I just pulled those out because I was like, that would be really fun to decorate those. Okay, so I did a pink, a green, and a yellow. I haven't done a blue yet. Let me pull out a piece of blue cardstock here. Let's see what I have. I have this. It might be too small though, because these pieces are kind of, you know, not tiny. Well, here's a purple one, just in case that's different than what we've used so far. And here is this the only blue I have? This big piece. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. So let's see what would match any of these colors here from our little pieces. And we'll do one more together. All of it. This little boy would look, I fussy cut him out. Most of them I tore around, but him, he was the first one I cut out, and I cut him out with scissors. Let's see, so he would look cute on, when blue, he has a little blue bowl there right in the middle. We can bring out that little blue bowl. See that? Okay, we're gonna do blue. I think, except that I also pulled out these papers that I got in my Your Creative Studio box. So I kind of was like, I wonder if I can use some of these instead of the music. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that look pretty? This is a little boy, but it's okay. We can still use these flowers, I think. Let me just see how he looks on the flowers. Oh, you know, it might be a little bit too busy. I think for him, I'm going to, like if he was a bunny, the bunny I could have used in back, but since he's a boy, he looks like a boy to me, and he has that blue bowl, I think I want to bring out the blue more, this little blue bowl. I think he looks cuter. And I probably, let's see, I did have one little piece in here that had words or text. It was a little verse from the book. Let me see where that is. Here it is. Let me see if I can use this at all. Yeah, this side, Psalm 23. So it was a book of prayers. That was the book. So he's still on the blue there. And then we have, let's see. We can make him like a big tag. We can tear a little bit off the side here though. Let's tear a little bit off the bottom. See this blank area? Let's tear some of that off, and then a little bit, there's a lot of white right here. And I'm kind of just using this as text, not like something we're going to read later. Let me see how this might best look on here. Okay, put it at the top, at the bottom. Oh, it kind of looks good at the top, doesn't it? Has a little background for the top of him, and then he has his little desk at the bottom. Make it kind of long like that. That's why I didn't cut out the tags yet, because I kind of want to customize them as to what we did. So let me keep him on there so I can kind of see what size I need and cut underneath him here for our little tag. All right, and then we will cut beside him here. I'll try to leave the same amount on both sides, pretty much. Something like that. Okay, he's looking beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and glue him down. I don't know if he'll be a tag or just like a, he can be a tag, he can be a rectangle tag. Tags don't have to have little corners cut off, so let's glue him down. Guess what, guys? I just opened a new art glitter glue. So exciting. Flowing nicely, hopefully. I washed my little cap off. I took the whole black part off the previous one. What? Oh, look. I got a mess here. Okay. Anyway, I took the cap off the previous one and rinsed it off with some nice hot water. Rinsed it out. Why, I've got too much glue on there. Let me use my tissue on that one. I've got a tissue and a baby wipe here. Look at all that glue. But this is art glitter glue. It doesn't dry shiny. It dries clear. Let me wipe that up too before it dries. Okay. Now we probably don't have enough glue under there, right? Do we? I think we need some more over here. Do we? Let me see. I think I got a little water in the lid still from where I washed it. But yeah, I washed the whole thing, whole lid, the metal, the black, everything inside and out with some nice hot water. So it wouldn't be, it was like glued on to the other bottle, I think, almost. And so yeah, got it all rinsed out, and now it's just like, see, I'm used to squeeze it, having to, not really squeeze it, but it just wasn't flowing like this, you know, so freely. So now it's all nice and like new again. Okay, so we're gonna put him down here. I like it a lot with that little piece back of his top part there. Let me see if I can get it straight. And all his little pieces glued down. I have to add some glue under him. Let's see, this is my wet one here. Okay, so do we need more glue under here? I think I didn't put enough glue on the edges. I'm like paranoid now. This glue's coming out too fast. Not putting enough glue on there. Okay. Let me see here. See my edges. I thought it was going to ooze over there and I was going to have too much, so I didn't put enough on. That's funny. Okay. All right. I don't want to use anything but my fingers because I don't want to mess up, you know, or tear off a piece of him or anything. This is old paper. It wasn't like, you know, disintegrating or cracking or anything, but it was kind of softish. When I cut it with my scissors, I could tell it was old. 1959 was the copyright on this book, if I didn't say it. I think I did, but in case I didn't. All right, I think he is glued. I know that took a minute, but I just want to get him all glued down. Okay, so like I said, we can make a tag with a rectangle card. So what will we do to do that? We will get my little, okay, so I'm going to do something here. I'm going to show you. Let's get another piece of the blue, this little cut off here, and make ourselves a little reinforcement for the top. So how I do that is I take my little, this is a little 1/2 inch circle punch, and I just punch a little circle out from whatever I'm making my reinforcement from. This is cardstock. So what I think I will do is go ahead. This is, I think this might be the easiest way to do it. So you take it and glue it down. And let me smear the glue around so I can get it all over the edges, because this is such a little piece. I'm not going to be able to like re-glue here. And see if I can get it in the middle. I can move it around for a second. Is that the middle? I think that is the middle. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so glue it down. So I've got my little circle there. And then I'm going to punch a little hole with my hole punch and try to get it right in the middle of that circle. And then it'll look like a reinforcement. I mean, it is a reinforcement, but it will look like a reinforcement also. If this works, let me see. I'm going through two two layers of cardstock, so I'm having to push pretty hard, so I hope it doesn't wrinkle it up. If it does, we'll just do it over again or smash it out. It did wrinkle a little bit, but let me see if I can smash it out here. And it's going to be, yeah, it could be better, but it's all right, I think. I mean, I could rip it off of there and do another one, right? I think it'll be all right though, because I'm going to have a bow. See, the top part is nice and flat. The bottom part is nice and flat. The top part got a little wrinkle on it from me punching it, so maybe that's not the best way, unless it's papery or something where it's not so thick where you have to punch so hard. But anyway, it'll work out because I'm putting a bow that'll cover up that top part. But yeah, that's how you do your own reinforcement. You can punch the hole before you glue it down too, and either way works. Punch the hole in the little circle before you glue it down, and then glue it down over the circle you already, the hole you already punched in here. So you punch a hole in here, make your little circle and punch a hole in it, and then glue it over your hole. Hope that makes sense. Okay, another little, let's see, do I need to make another fabric ribbon? I think I do. So I don't know if I had any left from the last one. So let me tear another piece here, and we'll see what this one looks like. I'm not going to round the corners because I don't want it to look like a journaling card. I want it to kind of look like a rectangle tag. So we might add some buttons too. So let's add this first. I'm making a pretty thin strip here. Take off the strings. This might be the only one we make because I don't want my video to run out or anything, and I don't know if I will have time to make another one. But so let's see how we do here with finishing this one. And I can always make another video where we work on those other pieces that I showed you, so that would be fun. I kind of would like to cut this in half so I don't waste this extra, but I want to have enough. Let me try that and see, because I have that same strip of fabric to use, and if I could cut them all in half, if that is long enough for a bow, then I'll be not wasting any of this as far as cutting off little, like an inch or something that's going to be hard to use somewhere else. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you just put it through here first, like we did on the last one, on the, what was that, the bunny? And then tie, let's see, bring it up. I wonder if you have to tie a knot. I wonder if I could not tie a knot, because that takes up more fabric, tying a knot. Can we not tie a knot? Just tie a bow? Would that work? Let's try it. Just tie a bow. So I'm going to just tie a bow without tying a knot. I think Tina had tied a knot maybe. That's why I was thinking tie a knot. But look, I just tied it without a knot. Okay. I think that worked. Let me see. So this bow, yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's a nice little bow. I think I tied it a little bit different than the other one. Let me see if I can get my little things here to go in the right direction. I did tie it different because my fabric's inside out here. Let me make this a little smaller. I might tie it again. Let me tie it again. I didn't tie it right. Sorry, I hope you don't mind me tying it again. I'm kind of picky with my bows. Okay, so the fabric is out. The right side is out. The right side is out here. Then I turn it around and push it through. Right side out, so that when I push it through, we have all the right sides out. See? Yeah, I'm a little picky about that. Oops, let me get that out of the way. Okay, so then if I pull my little strings down, it might be easier with a knot. I don't know though. Let me just see how this one turns out. Let me fiddle with this for a second, get everything going in the right direction. Okay, so I got my little things hanging down there, the little bow part here. So you could make the bow bigger if you want. Since I divided that in half, I made a smaller kind of bow, but I think it's fine. You don't need a huge bow. Or you can, if you want a huge bow, make a bigger piece, you know what I mean? If you want a nice big bow here, just get wider piece of ribbon and make yourself a big bow there. That would be cute too. You know, whatever you want to do. So I think this needs to be turned. So there we go. I think I have another minute maybe to put, possibly to put a, I'm trying to fluff that up. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm recovering perfectionist, so I'm trying to get my bow perfect. Okay, so we've got this going on, these colors, pastels, and I think it looks pretty. So do we want, here's a pretty little blue button here. I wonder if we could put a blue button somewhere. Is that blue? Is that the right blue? I think it's, I'm liking the smaller buttons on these. Here's a tiny one. I don't know where we would put it though. There, you can't see it there. Right there. Is this one blue? That's a very, very light blue maybe. Couple little buttons over here on the side. This one, should we put a blue up on top and a blue on the bottom this time? Down here maybe. That would look cute. Just a random button right there, but it's a tag. It could go in a pocket though, so I don't think I'm going to put one down there. Okay, yeah, just, well, since I'm only going to use one though, let's use this brighter blue one. Or maybe I'll just put two up here. I just can't make up my mind, can I? I don't know. I like this one. This one's too light for me, I think, though, but maybe I need 3 buttons. Here's another. Is this... That's what we need. 3 buttons, I think. I think 3 would be cute. And they're different colors, but that's fine. I like the different... I don't want them to be all the same color. I like variety and kind of, I like the unexpected too. Something different. I like different things. Okay, I'm putting the tiniest little glob of glue. And I'm going to put the smoother side on top. The rounded side instead of the flat side this time. Let's see if we can go ahead and finish this up. And then, so I think we only did, I finished the bunny one on video, and we did this one completely on video. And then I want to do some more on the bases that I showed you. I'm going to put glue on here instead of on the button. So I just want a little dab. Little dab. Yeah, I like the 3 buttons. Instead of 1 button or 1 up there, 1 down there. I just want to be able to put this in a pocket, but doesn't that make a super cute little button? And it was really pretty easy, right? It's really actually simple. Just 2 pieces of paper from that same book, 3 buttons and a bow and some cardstock, and we made that little reinforcement. See how the top isn't showing where it was a little wrinkled? Here's what it looks like in the back, just plain, where it could be written on or used as, this could even be used as a pocket, glue it down to a page and you have a little tuck spot there or there. So yeah, here's all 3 again, just for idea and inspiration purposes, so you can see what all I did tonight. But if you want to use one of your books, I've been saying I'm going to use more book pages, so this is one way that I'm using my book pages, making ephemera, and these are going to go in 2 journals I'm getting ready to work on in March. So super cute. I want to hold them all close though so you can see real good. That's the little girl, the bunny. I love the bunny. And maybe you can let me know which one is your favorite. So cute, right? They're all really cute. I don't know. I'm partial to bunny, so I might pick the bunny for my favorite. But all right, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll link Tina's so you can see how she did hers in case you haven't seen her video. And this is part of her Pinterest pick series. If you haven't seen that series, it's some really fun projects. So see y'all next time. Happy crafting. Thanks for watching.